Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today we're doing the mid-year freakout tag. Yes, the famous mid-year freakout tag. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite tags. I feel like it's just fun to be updated about everybody's favorite books of the year. I just feel like it's one of the most fun tags, so I'm excited to film it. I have everything written down. We are prepared. Okay, so we're just gonna get started. There's 13 questions. The first question is, what is the best book you've read so far in 2022? I had to pick 4 for this, of course. I couldn't just pick one, that would be illegal. First is A Love Letter to Whiskey. Of course, we love A Love Letter to Whiskey. The next one I would say is 7 Days in June, which I just got. It's beautiful. It's literally beautiful, right? But if you haven't read this, I would recommend immediately. And then My Dark Vanessa, of course. This is one of the more, it wasn't enjoyable, but it was such a well-written book, so of course, one of my top. And then another one is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Recently moved this up to a 5-star because it was just a book. I think about this book so often that how is it not a 5-star, you know? And it was a 4.5-star before, so why not just move it up? It's like a really gross thriller. I think about it every day of my life. So. Those are my top books so far. Number 2, my best sequel that I've read this year, which I thought sequel was just book 2, but apparently it's any book after the first one, so we had more options. So I don't own any of these, but we have 3. The first one is Gleam by Raven Kennedy. I think it's the 3rd book in the Plated Prisoner series. I recently binged all 3 of these like a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. Book 1 is not we don't claim book 1, but book 2 and 3 were just so good, but 3 is really the highlight. And I'm reading book 4 right now and I'm kind of disappointed. So yeah, book 3 highlight of the series. The next one is Blood Fever by Karen Marie Moning, I think. Moning, I don't really know how to pronounce that. This one, it was not as good as book 1, I don't think. Book 1 was just really fun, like getting introduced to this entire world and all the like mythology behind like the magic and everything. Book 2 was still fun, like it was a good time. And I gave book 2 and 3 the same rating, so I would say Fae Fever and Dream Fever. Wait, I haven't read Dream Fever. Blood Fever and Fae Fever, I think, are the ones I've read. So I would say both of those together. And the last one is Endless Night by Cresley Cole. It's the 2nd book in a post-apocalyptic series. I've only read to the 2nd book, but I know I'm gonna like the 3rd, so it's fine. But it was just a really fun continuation that was honestly as good as the first one, and the first one was wonderful. Okay, next is new release you haven't read yet but want to. There's so many more, but I picked these 2 because I own them. Of course, we have House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I can't believe I haven't read this, but I'm currently rereading Crescent City. Yes, the first physical book I decided to pick up after like a year of not reading them is a 800-page book. I don't know where my mind was going, but I'm like 200 pages in and I'm loving it. Yeah, I just wanted to remember everything. And apparently this has like a lot more POVs, so I needed to just remember who people were, to be honest with you. And then Book of Night by Holly Black. The only reason is because I don't know if this was good. I'm getting really discouraged based on what people are saying. They're making me very scared because I don't know if this is actually good. It's Holly Black, like she can't let me down. She's honestly not even a favorite author just because I haven't read her other series, so I can't really say that. But you know, The Folk of the Air was such a peak of my book reading career, and I just hope this is good. But to me, like, it sounds good, and if I could get through Ninth House, which was like thick, that had kind of the same problem I think that I've been hearing, I feel like I can get through this, you know. Okay, most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I also picked 3 for this. So we have The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber, the 2nd book in the whatever the series is called series. It comes after the Once Upon a Broken Heart. Oh my god, am I a real fan? I just need to know what happens in the rest of the series. I love it so much. I don't care. I will give this 5 stars, probably. We hope, but like I have a feeling, you know. And then we have a book that I don't know the name of it, so I'm gonna look it up really quick. I don't want to be unprofessional. Okay, the second one that I'm very excited for is Queen of Myth and Monsters. This cover is even better than the first one. The first one is King of Battle and Blood, by the way. I'm obsessed with this book, even though I gave it 4 stars. It felt like From Blood and Ash, where the vampires are more prevalent. Love, but it also was shorter, thank the Jesus Lord, because why? Anyways, we're not here to trash From Blood and Ash. I also gave that 5 stars, so I don't know why I'm talking like that. But I'm super excited for this one. I can't believe. So I read this in February, and I thought the next book was coming out in the next couple months. No, I have to wait till December, which I will. I will happily wait till December, because at least it's coming out this year, but I'm still sad. All right, and then the last one for this is Blood Marked by Tracy Dion. This comes after Legendborn, and based on how the book ended, I need this immediately. Thank you. And it is coming out this year because that was the question. So yes, of course it is. Okay, number 5, biggest disappointment. Honestly, I don't have many disappointments because I don't have high hopes for too many books because I give a lot of 3 stars. So it's really not surprising when I don't like a book. But these two, especially the first one, I was like, what the heck did I just read? So the first one is The Wedding Crasher by Mia Sosa. I loved the first one. It was so entertaining and I stayed up all night reading it. The second one, I was like, what is this? This is not by the same author. I don't understand what happened. Like, somebody is gonna someone is going to enjoy this book, so I'm glad that it's for somebody, but it was not for me. I gave it 2 stars. It wasn't 1 star. Like, it wasn't horrific. I just didn't really like it that much. And then the second one is Bunny. Again, like, this is not a huge disappointment. I gave it 3 stars. Like, it was fine, but like, based on what it sounded like, I thought there was gonna be some sort of message to it, and I'm sure that maybe there was, but I did not pick up on it at all because it didn't make any sense. Like, literally made absolutely no sense. I don't even know what I read. I finished it a couple of days ago, like 3 days ago, and I just it wasn't even scary. Like, I thought it was gonna be like so weird that I was like a little bit scary, but it wasn't. It was just weird in general. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Next is biggest surprise. First is My Year of Rest and Relaxation. You would think like you would have to relate to the main character of this to enjoy the book. Like, this is one of the books where you would think, oh, the reader is tired of life, like they just want to sleep too. I don't want to sleep, but I still love the book. But I also, yeah, I understand how people don't. Okay, I understand how people dislike the main character. I think she's intentionally unlikable, and I like when a character is intentionally unlikable, not unintentionally unlikable, if that makes sense. Oh, and then I had another one, Poison Princess by Cressley Cole. I was watching some random booktuber. She recommended this once, and I was like, that sounds good. Now I'm obsessed with the series, obsessed with post-apocalyptic books in general. I'm all in now. Like, it was literally just some random video. I had never heard about this book in my life. I never read from the author. I had heard of the author because there's another series they've written that I've heard of, but I did not know this was a thing, and I just decided to read it, and here we are. I'm searching out post-apocalyptic books anywhere I can find them. If you have any recommendations, let me know. Number 7 is favorite new author. For me, I've actually seen a lot of people have the same way they do it, but for me, I have to read at least 3 5-stars from an author to be like your favorite, and that has not happened this year. So I don't have any actually favorite new authors, but I would say Karen Slaughter is probably the only one where I've read multiple books from them and rated them highly, and they have to be in different series or standalones or whatever. They can't be all in the same series because I don't know, I feel like that doesn't count. But I've read 3 different standalones from Karen Slaughter, and I've rated it 4, 4.5, and 5, and I feel like that's a really good sign. So I would say Karen Slaughter so far. Newest fictional crush. Okay, I feel like there's a lot probably. Actually, no, there really isn't. The immediate one came from my mind. I feel like this might be a spoiler. It's like not a, should I say his name? I feel like if I say his name, it's a spoiler. Guys, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, that's the problem. Okay, so it's a character in the Prated Prisoner. It's a character in the Plated Prisoner series. It's not King Midas, please don't even. I feel like that's all you need to know. But they're definitely my newest. Like, if we're talking about newest, then it's them, yes. Okay, newest favorite character. I have 2 for this. My first one is Lara from The Bridge Kingdom. I finally finished The Bridge Kingdom. It's been a year. It was like almost a year to the day since I started the book. I finished it. I actually enjoyed it. I gave it 4 or 4.5 stars. Laura, if you're looking for characters kind of like Jude from The Cruel Prince, like, she is kind of like Jude, honestly. I don't know if she's 100% as smart as Jude, but I feel like she's almost there, and I really enjoyed her. I thought, like, you know, I wouldn't have made some of the same decisions as her, but at the same time, she's a lot braver than me, so. And the second one is B from A Love Letter to Whiskey. I love her so much. She also made like not horrible decisions, decisions that made me extremely mad, but I love her, so I don't care. And then a book that made you cry. Again, A Love Letter to Whiskey. I'm sorry I'm talking about this so much, but I did cry for hours. So I don't think I've ever cried this much to a book in my life. I feel like it overtook Kingdom of Ash, which is scary. I have put videos of me crying from Kingdom of Ash in this. I'll put some videos of me crying from A Love Letter to Whiskey. I'm actually struggling for survival right now. I'm on chapter 20, sorry. I'm on chapter 22 of 24, like, and this is not going well. And then I had to get up and go to school in the morning. A book that made me happy, I'm gonna say A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I didn't give this 5 stars, by the way. I don't know if it was as good as From Blood and Ash, but it could have been. It was basically the same book. This book just was so entertaining. I feel like there were some sections where I was kind of bored, but I did read this in like a night. I was just having a really good time. Okay, most beautiful book you've bought so far this year or received. I have a lot here. So I actually bought all 3 of these at the same exact time, and I think they're all beautiful. So the first one is Hotel Magnifique. I just really like this book. It's really pretty. I love purple right now. Black and purple are my 2 favorite colors right now, so and blue. These are my top 3 favorite colors, and it's all working together in a way that I love. So yeah, it looks very good. The next one I bought in this haul is The City of Bran. Why do I feel like I'm doing a haul video? I'm literally gonna do a haul video, so I probably shouldn't be saying these came together, but anyways, I think this one is beautiful. I think there's a different edition of this book, but I just love this one, and I'm really glad I got this one because it's beautiful. And then 7 Days in June. Look at it. Yeah. Okay, next, My Dark Vanessa. I've heard a lot of hate about this cover in favor of the other cover of this book. That one is so ugly. It's literally hair. I love black and white covers. I just think they look so fancy. And then we have This Woven Kingdom. It's a special edition. Special editions are just pretty, so yeah. And I love this. And then lastly, I kind of recently got this. I think it's beautiful. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed when I looked underneath, but this is the real important part. Let me take the tag off. I don't know why that's still there, but I even like the back. Like, this is beautiful to me. Okay, those are my most beautiful books I've gotten this year in my opinion. And then lastly, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? This question honestly doesn't make any sense because I don't know, but I picked 2. Yes, only 2. I feel like these are just books that I've been really anticipating that I feel like might both be 5 stars that I own, so that's what I was going for. So the first one is Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. I just feel like this will be a 5 star, but I haven't read it yet and I need to. It's been taking too long for me to get to this, and I know I'm gonna enjoy it. And then we also have The Dragon Republic in the Poppy War trilogy, and I gave the Poppy War also 5 stars, and I just feel like I'm gonna love this. And I know I've heard like negative things about the rest of the book series, but based on the spoilers I've gotten, I have high hopes. So okay, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. But anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully it will be soon. Goodbye.